Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Paul DeSimone with United Metro Energy. I want to spend a few minutes this morning talking about biofuel. Just a quick show of hands. How many people here are still heating with oil? All right, quite a few. How many, with a quick show of hands, are heating with biofuel? Well, I see nobody put up their hand, but the fact is, since October of 2012, you all have been using biofuel. There was a mandate passed in New York City to help the reduction for clean air, and that mandate requires a 2% blend of biofuel in all the grade fuels that you've been ordering. How many people have been taking care of the tax credits associated with it or know about the tax credits? Okay, so you're missing the boat. You're leaving money on the table. Just a quick reminder or quick education, biofuel is a vegetable-based oil made from like a soybean or a canola. It's super clean. It's zero sulfur. When we burn sulfur, it goes into the atmosphere. It comes down as acid rain. It also adds to our carbon footprint. So we're trying to reduce that. That's why the elimination of 6 oil in New York City. And again, in October 2012, they mandated at least a 2% blend. Now, that 2% blend will earn you a tax credit, not a deduction, but a tax credit of 2 cents per gallon. And the way the tax credits work is for every percentage point of biofuel that you use, you get a 1 cent tax credit up to 20 cents a gallon. So you can, as a number 2 oil heat user, you can put in a blend of 20% heating oil, biofuel, and 80% traditional heating oil and receive a 20-cent per gallon tax credit. It's huge. We negotiate for pennies when we're making deals for big buildings. You know, a 2 or 3 cent differential between us and another company can be the deciding factor, yet we'll leave 20 cents per gallon on the table. There's no retrofitting, there's no modifications needed to your system. All you have to do is buy it, use it, and reap the benefits. This tax credit has been in place for many years. The good news is you're allowed to go back, I think, 2, possibly 3 years to claim that credit. So if anybody needs help with that, I have the forms. It's called a CT 241 for corporations, an IT 241 for individuals. Basically, it's a simple form that has 3 columns: the purchase date, the quantity in gallons, and the percentage of biofuel. 3 columns, very simple. We'll be able to help your accountants, and you can get consumption reports from the past year or 2 to claim your credit. Any quick questions? Yeah, the BTU on biofuel is about 130,000. I think number 2, I see different figures depending on where I Google different websites, but number 2 oil is like 140. But by the time you take the percentage, like even a 20% blend, and you blend it with 80% traditional heating oil, it's very insignificant. And it's a very highly oxygenated product, so it's a complete burn. It lowers the stack temperature of your operating. It also acts like a detergent. It's going to lower your maintenance costs. It's going to clean your tanks. It's going to clean the lines as you use the product. And it's going to reduce the harmful emissions that go into our atmosphere every day. Right now, it's a New York City mandate of the 2%, but New York State is looking at it to pass a vote to make it a statewide mandate. But the tax credits are statewide. It's a New York State tax credit program. Yes? Yes, we could do number 4. The BTU factor changes, of course, because number 4 oil has a higher BTU factor. Yes? Well, it's the law. If they haven't been using it, they're in trouble because the law stipulates that each supplier has to have at least a 2% blend in all oils delivered to your building. No. No retrofitting, no modifications. The only thing that you might find when you start using a biofuel is if you have a tank that hasn't been cleaned in many years, it's going to dislodge some of that sludge that has been built up on the bottom of the tank. So you might need a replacement of a filter more frequently as you start to use it. You can start with a B5 blend, try a tank or 2 of that, bring it up to a B10, see how your equipment likes it, and then eventually to a B20, maybe after 2 or 3 deliveries. Same price. Yeah, no difference in cost. Yes. They should send you a consumption report of what you did. It, well, by law, the minimum is 2%. So when you received your invoices, it should say B2, number 2, or B2, number 4. Should be marked right on the ticket itself, the percentage. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Okay, so Mike Gregoretti from Less Oil, you're on. You've got your whole equipment set up over there. Okay. There's two things, okay, this will be just real fast, that I think are unpatriotic. One is overheating your building, and 2 is pulling out or decommissioning the tank in your building. Everyone remembers the rush that buildings went to install the emergency generators and all the retrofitting they had to do just to get an emergency generator, just to keep some of the common areas going. And so we've been, for the last 7 years, been removing our one hedge against disaster, and that's being able to be a standalone heating plant for our building and not be tied into any grid. Right. So where everyone wants to go off the grid for electricity, how about staying and maintaining the ability to stay off the grid for heating if the need should require? So you're going to be hearing more from me on that.